Hi,
Hey,
Steph.
Neen.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing good. I like that background of yours.
I like this side better than that side. Clear. Actually, I like both teams, but
I
I'm a
know. It's,
Niner till the end. I'm still like not over it. I
I
was
know.
like, oh my God.
Oh, my God. I know. I was devastated.
I wanted this so badly for them. The city,
Same here.
though, like they deserve it. The
Hmm.
Niners deserve it, but I feel like we as a city do not deserve this win. Some lately, just like
No.
the behavior.
Right?
But
N-
yeah,
Did you see some of those videos of people when the Niners lost, like people
yes.
bashing the television
Throwing
screens?
their flat screens, ripping people like in their visiting people and
Hmm.
ripping their TV off the wall. What? It's a football game. Like I know like
Exactly.
it's like devastating. We were all like
Hmm.
sick. I was sick. My mom was pacing. She couldn't watch. She never That's why I love watching games with her because she Niner games because it's
Hmm.
like hilarious. It brought me back to my childhood. Angel was like, because she's so like she loves sports. So like
Hmm.
I'm watching her because I can't watch what's happening over here. Oh
I I know, tell me about it. I was, and see, I'm like your mom. Like I get nervous to where I always tell Tony I have to leave the room
yeah,
because I can't handle it. I
yeah,
like literally let me go to the bathroom so this way when
yeah.
I come out, I already know what happened.
Exactly. I need
And
to hear other people's reactions, not,
exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
same here. But anyways, I don't even know if we said it, but welcome everybody to the Totally 90s podcast. Did we?
I don't think so. Hi to our listeners. I think you know where you're at. What up?
Yes,
If you're
we're
new
going to talk about
here,
the Super Bowl too.
welcome.
But anyways, we'll continue talking about that. But how are you, Steph?
I'm good. I'm good. It's Tuesday. I'm like,
I
give me a
know,
minute.
right?
But and it's quick. Like tomorrow's already mid-February, so like I'm getting kind of nervous. The year's picking up. It's like,
Damn it.
not enough time. Like I was just thinking to myself, like, okay, I need to make time to rehearse because our performance is in March, right? And one of the
Hmm.
performances I'm doing by myself, like having to learn it at home.
Hmm.
And I'm like, okay, when am I going to meet with my group? And I'm like, I'm busy every freaking weekend. Like, I'm just like,
Wow.
I don't, yeah. So I'm good.
Crap. So
Stress.
every freaking weekend in February you're busy.
I mean, I don't remember having a free weekend since,
You were in high school.
yeah, like it's just we were home Friday. It was so nice. Like we were like, let's just
Aw.
stay home
Oh, I love
tonight.
it.
So we
Hmm.
like rotted on the couch and watched TV, and we're like, we haven't
Mm.
done this in a while. This is fun. But like, and then we were up till 2. Like we haven't had a binge sesh in
Aw.
months. So it was
I love
nice.
that. No, and it's well deserved. You're freaking working your ass off. Not just
Yeah.
at work, but even just, my gosh, you're like a beast.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm a really lethal combination of both parents. Like, we can't
Hmm.
sit still ever. Like, I'm like, I don't know what that means. Like, what?
You're like stillness. I don't like
Yeah,
it.
like it's fine. Like I'll be, that's why when I get sick, I get really pissed. I'm like, I don't have time for this. This is an inconvenience, but yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, doing good, just yeah, living the life, busy, busy as well. It's crazy because I'm like, you're right. Like I was thinking about this morning when I woke up. I woke up at 6
Hmm.
and I was just sitting there like laying in bed and I'm like, oh my God, like it's already Valentine's Day
I know.
tomorrow. I'm like,
Crazy.
where's the time going? And then I'm like, here we go again. Like once
No,
February hits, I just get on that,
no,
soapbox
no, I
about
refuse. I
it's
can't.
Thanksgiving again.
No, like I need to not have that happen. Like
I
I'm
know.
freaking out because like we're supposed to go to Madonna, like yay, but like we're
Hmm.
trying to sell the tickets
Hmm.
because we're busy and this is on like on a Tuesday.
Aw.
We go away for the weekend, we come back, and then we have to go to the concert on a Tuesday. So I'm trying to sell them, but like I thought I had all this time and it's already
Shoot.
like I need to hurry.
When's the concert?
February 27th. I'm
Oh,
just
wow.
over her. Like, yay, Madonna. And I was like, I love, she puts on a good show. But I've just
Hmm.
been hearing a lot, like, of stuff. Like she's pulling like the diva-ness at some shows, and I don't really feel like waiting around for 2 hours.
No, hell no.
I'm
Nobody's
not,
got time for that.
yeah, I'm not 22 anymore. I want a prompt show. That's why I loved like Pitbull
Hmm.
and Enrique and Ricky because like they were prompt. They were like, and I thought I had all this time to drink at the bar. I was like, yay. What? They're already like, let's hurry up.
No, and see, and that's the thing is like they're stupid because honestly, Madonna, there's like Daddy Yankee and all them, they're smart.
I'll wait for him
The
too.
sooner they get out there, the quicker they can get back to the hotel room.
This is true, but I would wait hours and hours, no complaints for daddy.
Oh, of
He
course.
could
But
seriously have
it's the
diarrhea.
diva-ness
Yeah,
that
exactly.
irritates me. And
Exactly.
uh, yeah. So, but anyways, I have some sad news to report.
Oh no.
Um, Presley found out that about the magic.
Oh,
Found the elves.
you scared the shit out of me. Sorry. But that's sad. Why, how did that happen?
Okay, so my mom put the elves in her cabinet that she locks up
Uh-huh.
because Presley, there's no way Presley would get that key.
Yeah.
So my mom's been dealing with some stuff for the IRS the past week or so, and she had to go into the
Oh my
cabinet.
God.
And the elves, she had to take them out because she had to take all the stuff out. Presley never goes in my mom's closet. Never. Well, this weekend, she's trying to look for her 49ers jersey, and she can't find it anywhere. And my mom put the elves on top of her closet shelf.
Okay.
Presley somehow decided, oh, maybe my jersey's up there. So she comes down, she goes, does my jersey look okay? By the way, I found my elves. Are you going to tell me something about my magic? And I'm like, so I've tried to ignore it, right? And Tony's like, and I'm like, oh my God. So I go, listen, Presley, we have to have a talk.
Oh shit.
So I kind of like put it along the lines of like, with her time of the month. I said, you're
Oh.
getting to that age. And when that age comes about, or you're around that, I said your magic starts to fizzle. And I didn't want to tell you this because it wasn't Christmas yet. I said, and I was hoping towards Christmas I would kind of let you know. I
Mm.
said, towards the end, your elves were still had that magic in them, but they didn't have enough magic to get to the North Pole.
Ooh, that's good.
So I was like, so you know what though? I said, now it's kind of like the baton has been passed. So now you have to keep that magic quiet and secret for the little ones that, like your cousins or friends in your school that don't know yet about the magic. And so I said, I go, so you have to keep it. I go, and the reason why we have your elves is because those elves are for you to give to your kids
Oh my
so the tradition
God.
can be passed on. And then she was like, I go, so this not only goes for Santa or your elves, it also goes for the Easter Bunny, the Tooth
Oh,
Fairy.
you just cleaned it up. That's
Yes.
good. That's
Yeah.
smart.
And I said, it's not that the magic wasn't real. And I know a lot of the listeners are probably like, oh, because I know there's a lot of moms and a lot of people out there that are like, why lie to your children?
Shut
You know,
up. Like you worry about
exactly.
your own boring kid then.
Yes, exactly. But I know there's a lot of parents out there that just don't
Do
believe
you
in
get
doing
shit
that.
from do you get shit from people? Because like you
I
bring this up a lot, and I'm like,
no,
do people talk to you?
no, I personally
Okay.
don't, but I have
Okay.
heard like from people like in school, like if I
Okay.
get together, like, oh, oh, I don't do that. Or I hear from Presley who says that her friends' parents don't, oh, yeah, they told her this or they told her that. And I always say, like, okay, well, if they don't believe in that, it's because maybe they were naughty, because the magic is real.
Damn, you come up
Like,
with shit real fast.
because it is, I feel like it's something that every kid deserves to experience,
Mm-hmm.
You should anticipate these things. It's a beautiful thing,
Oh yeah.
And when she's older, I hope she looks back and say, my mom made the best
Oh my God.
childhood for
Of
me,
course
you
she's
know?
gonna. Now I have a question. What about the elf house? Like Tony just, had that construct. Does Presley listen to this, by the way?
No, she
Okay, good.
doesn't. So we're good.
Yeah. Sorry, because I
So
do
the elf,
cuss.
the elf house is still in existence because
Are
it's
you
in
gonna
her
bring it
room.
out?
I
Okay.
am, of course.
Okay.
So it's in her room because I told her though, because she has the two babies, right? So the two babies still have magic until they're 2 years old. So the tradition will still continue. So now there's a little bit of magic. I said, so now I said, we're gonna have to maybe hide the elves for the babies, and you have to help them find their parents.
Okay, I'm because I told you you inspired me to do this for Angel for
Hmm.
Christmas, right? And we both know, like, okay, but like, I want it. Can you get a baby, or do you have to get the parents first?
Oh no, you could get a baby. Oh, for sure. Whatever you want. Yeah, the sky's the limit.
Oh my God. Okay,
So,
so you guys are still gonna put the elves. You still have to do all that work.
yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be as like,
Like,
because I can even help, like, allow her to help me and
yeah, like
maybe
put it
have
on
like,
her.
yeah, and have like my mom find it or Tony find it or
Yeah.
even me, like
Yeah.
switch the roles around.
Yeah.
So, and it'll allow her to get creative and put a different twist on it.
Yeah. Tell
So,
her she's practicing for her future.
yes, exactly.
So
So I'm
cool.
like, oh my gosh,
Well,
just
I'm devastated that she
yeah, so
moved
was I. It
out.
was kind of sad. It was like, and that this all happened on Super Bowl Sunday, so
Shit.
it was just a lot.
So you knew we were gonna lose then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had high hopes. I really did.
I did too. I truly thought we were gonna win. Like I
Yeah.
truly thought. Like I just
Oh,
felt it in my
completely.
bones. Like,
Same here. Saw Joe Montana everywhere.
uh-huh.
Brock Purdy, his whole story, his
Uh-huh.
faith. I just love this guy so
Oh my God.
much.
I just want to punch his lights out. Oh my
Yes.
God.
And you know what? Even with the
He's so
loss,
cute.
he
Mhm.
doesn't, he's just like, you know what? I just have to give it to the Lord. I'm like,
Exactly.
okay, you know what? And like Tony says, Joe didn't win his first Super Bowl until his third season as a
Very
rookie.
true.
So,
Very true.
he's,
His time will come.
oh, completely. I think for me, I was more sad for like Shanahan, the coach, and
Me
like and
too.
Kittle and like
Oh,
the ones that have been around for a couple years, but mainly for Shanahan, that broke my heart.
seeing him like just kind of like, oh my God, I was crying. I cried so much this Super Bowl Sunday. All the commercials, that freaking because we were watching like right when we got there at 1, so we had it on in the background, and I
Hmm.
was watching that like thing between the two teams to Frank Sinatra's My
Hmm.
Way.
Hmm. Oh.
And their
You're like, it
parents
finished me.
talking and wiping their I was like, oh God, okay, so
Yeah.
I was a mess by the time the Super Bowl started.
Oh,
But like I had a blast. Like it reminded me of being a kid again, and watching it
yes.
with my mom because it's
Hmm.
special.
Hmm.
And then it reminds her of watching it with her dad, and like
Oh.
it's just like a family thing, which is
Hmm.
why I get so mad at the cost of the Super Bowl because
Yeah.
like this is supposed to be a family event and kids
Hmm.
can't even go with their, although I did see some little kids with their parent. I was like, damn,
Right.
okay. Like fuck. And then,
Uh,
but still like it's so like it's unattainable, and like you're gonna spend the money you would on a home for a day. And
okay.
like I read like this four siblings got pulled their money together and spent like 50K or 80K maybe on 4 tickets
Oh,
in the very last row. Three Niner
wow.
fans and a Chiefs fan. And I'm like, I mean, okay, you'll have the memory forever, but you're gonna go in debt. Like I just don't know. It doesn't sit
Yeah,
right with me.
it
Um,
doesn't. And I get it. Like, there's a lot weighing on this game. There's, the publicity of it, all this stuff.
yeah.
The NFL rakes in so much money, right?
Mhm.
But just like a restaurant, okay, that demands reservations, we know this all too well, okay?
Yeah.
What is it? The one in Pacifica, where
Ugh.
you have to have reservations. They
Mhm.
should always have a section for walk-ins. And just
Always.
like basketball or football,
Yeah.
you should always have a section that people can afford to give them that opportunity. Come
Uh-huh.
on now,
I agree 1,000
you know?
percent.
And it makes me sick when I look at photos of people in their suites, like the Kardashians, that are on their
Not
fucking
even fucking
phones.
watching.
Yes.
Nobody that was there except for Gaga, was
Hmm.
watching the
Hmm.
game. Jeff Goldblum was on his phone. And we love
Hmm.
Jeff Goldblum, but like he only
Hello.
looked up when they were like, you're on the Jumbotron on your fucking
Exactly.
phone. Put it down.
Exactly. At least he acknowledged it once they said Leo was like, whatever.
Leo, well, he's such an introvert. It's like, why were you there? But like, okay.
Right?
But like, nobody was there for the game. They were there to be there and
Hmm.
seen. Like
Oh, completely.
Haley Bieber, she looked so miserable.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. They just came for, honestly, they probably just came for Usher,
Yeah.
because Kim is so up his ass. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Even though she supposedly is dating Odell Beckham.
Yeah. Finally,
Hmm.
a good looking one since Reggie.
Right?
Bush and the
Exactly.
Tush. Like, I missed that.
I don't know though. I wish she would just be with like a blue collar guy.
Yeah.
Like I wish she would go out of the sports thing or like
Yeah.
music. Like I don't know. For her and Chloe, I wish they would get people that are just different than they normally would go for, you
Well, maybe
know?
they'd be successful. What's her
Exactly.
face? I mean, when Courtney got with the Lord, before he was
Mm-hmm.
the Lord, he was a regular guy, like a
Mm-hmm.
regular bro, Like,
Exactly.
so I
Yeah.
don't know. But I feel like I don't think any regular blue collar person could
No, you're right. I
handle it.
mean, I don't know. I just feel like it's such a waste and it's such a bad look with them on their phones. And I don't know. I mean, honestly, like they were saying, I read something today that they didn't, because I mean, you wouldn't even have known that the Kardashians were there
No,
because
I
they weren't
didn't
focusing on
know.
anyone except freaking Taylor.
I didn't know that they were. I was like, I'm surprised they're not there. Chris has an Oreo commercial. Where are
Hmm.
my Kardashians? I didn't see Chris. I think she was off in Monaco or somewhere.
Hmm.
But like, you know, glorious Kim was there. She's so beautiful. And was Chloe there?
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
Kendall's dumbass was there.
Hmm.
And wasn't Kylie there with her boyfriend,
I don't know because I know
Valentine?
Travis Scott was there.
And
So
then
I
they
don't
made it
know.
look like he was looking up at her with him. So I think she was there.
Oh
I think
God.
she was
But
there.
it's funny they were saying that the reason why they didn't focus on Kim being there was
Why?
because of Taylor. That supposedly she demanded for them not to pay any attention to her because of what Kim had done to her in the past. Now, of course, that's probably hearsay and just a rumor, but at the same time, with the amount of money that Taylor's brought in for the NFL this season, I wouldn't be surprised if her commands were granted. So I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
Hmm. Anything's possible at this point because with the amount of times, I'm pretty sure on a pool somewhere, or you know how they have those like things where they say how many times or what color is this person wearing, and people make bets, kind of like for like the Grammys and stuff, and you could
Yeah.
win money. I'm pretty sure people had how many times are they gonna show Taylor Swift during the Super Bowl?
Okay. Let's just talk about her
Let's
and get
just
it out
do
of the
it.
way because everything has to surround her. And, it really pains me to be annoyed. Like, Angel's like so upset with me. Like, she's like, well, it's not her. But now she's kind of where I'm at because she's like, fucking hell. Like, everything on Instagram is like her and Travis dancing awkwardly to Love Story.
Ugh.
Like, you don't know what that is. Also, side note, they were flashing back on TikTok. Mm. Travis and his ex-girlfriend. Like, I forgot how hot that was. What was
Uh-huh.
that?
Right?
And she was partying with Niner fans.
Well,
What? She's stunning.
and isn't she dating Mahomes's brother?
Is she?
I don't know. There was some sort of controversy about something. I don't know if that's true, or maybe it was the fact that she was hanging out with the NFL, the Niners wives,
Yeah, it
but
was they
there's
were
something about
focusing
her.
like solely on that. And I thought it was hilarious. I was like, oh my God, so
Yeah,
funny.
it's crazy though. I mean, Taylor, granted, like I said, she's generated more than 300 million for the NFL this
Hmm.
season, which is insane because they already make a buttload of money, like I'm sure a billion every season.
Yeah.
But for one, and for the fact too that this is like one of the highest, I think it was the most viewed Super Bowl in history because
Really?
of Taylor,
Okay. Okay. There's no
because all
doubt.
the Swifties were watching.
Yeah, this is true. I feel like this year football especially with the Chiefs doing so well. Oh my God. And
Hmm.
you know what kills me is that this was like a repeat of 2020. I was just so upset
Oh,
because I had wished
same
that
here.
Niners, when they went to the Super Bowl, had played against anyone else. Like I was just like,
Same here. I was like,
oh.
please don't make it them.
Oh my
Please
God, it was
don't.
just like a slap in the face. But anyways, but like yes, so Taylor did, there's no denying her power. There's no denying that she's helped the economy so much, this little
Hmm.
30-year-old girl.
Right.
But and yes, she has made people watch football who probably wouldn't. They're just there to do Taylor sightings and pay money to go to games just because she's there. So like, okay, that's not her fault. Illuminati conspiracies aside, that's not her fault. Like people are stupid and crazy.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I love Jennifer Lopez, but I wouldn't do that shit. Okay, like I have a life. Thank you.
Exactly.
And
Yes.
it's just like it was just oh my God. And I was like in my before going to the game, I mean before watching the game, I was like, if this bitch rolls up with no, she's not a bitch, but if this girl
Mhm.
rolls up with Ice Spice, I'm gonna rip my corneas out through my nose. And of course I look at what is why? She's not even talented.
No. And okay, it is so funny because I asked Presley and one of her good friends the other day, I was like, who is Ice Spice?
Yeah.
They couldn't even tell me what song she was in. And they were like, well, she just like was on a song with someone.
She
And I'm like,
yes, she was on a song, but she has hits.
ew.
She has hits out there, and it's like it makes you like scratch your head like why when there's people like Nicki Minaj who I know she has her own thing, but
Hmm.
why? And it's only because
Yeah.
Cardi B's taken a little break, to live her life, that Ice
Hmm.
Spice is even around. Like, who are you? And then Lizzo's with her mishap, although it's a different genre. But like,
Hmm.
yeah, we're just stuck with this little punk who she's gonna be around forever. Did you see her doing all those devil worshipping signs every time the TV went to her?
Yes, and the fact that she was wearing an upside down cross.
Exactly. And then showing it like while doing like the devil
Yeah.
signs.
See, and I don't like that. Like, to each its own, but I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me.
She looked bored.
Yes, exactly.
She was like, why am I hanging out with this like goody two shoes?
And when you look at the Taylor Swift like crowd,
Yeah.
they are the oddest bunch. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. And I love the diversity of it. Or
Yeah.
like, they're all have different paths, right? But you look at Ice Spice, you look at Lana Del Rey, you look at Blake Lively, her, Taylor Swift, and I just like these girls are so opposite.
Hmm.
And I don't know. I guess the thing that bothers me has been bothering me about the whole thing and like with Taylor Swift in with the NFL is that I don't know. It's kind of like that feeling when you know people are looking at you, so you turn it on 10 times more extra.
She was
That
doing
fucking
that.
shit irritates me.
Like the beer slamming, she did that shit. Like, oh, look, I'm like one of the guys. Stop
Right.
trying so hard.
Exactly. And I'm like, is that really who she is? Or is this just because she knows everybody's watching? Everybody's already watching you,
Yeah.
Taylor. Like, you don't have to be
Everybody.
that extra.
No, I saw more of her than the game.
Yeah, we
Like I
all
was like,
did.
can we watch the
Hmm.
game?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Like, this isn't the
Hmm.
Taylor Bowl.
Exactly.
It was
And
too much.
And let's just talk real quick about Travis Kelce and how he
Ugh,
treated his
so
poor
fucking
coach, Andy
rude.
Reid.
So that was so embarrassing to watch. I was so upset to see that. And then his coach kind of just being like, no, it's just the heat of the moment, like excusing it. Anyone else would have been
No.
benched.
Oh,
Or
completely.
like it was
Completely benched.
uncalled
Like,
for.
yeah, I told Tony, I said I would have not that I would have wanted him to fall, but I wish he would have because then it would have made him look like even more of a dick.
He
Like
looked like a dick.
he did. And like they were saying that the reason why he was upset was obviously because he didn't want to be sidelined or whatever, right? But they were saying that he wanted to make sure he was always on the field because Taylor was there. So he could show off and be because even Tony, who's known Travis Kelce, who people, they've known of him for a long
Hmm.
time, right? He's made a name for himself, him and his
Yes.
brother and everything else.
Yes.
but Tony was like, he has never been so
In your
out
face,
there. Like the way he dresses
Viva Las
never was
Vegas
like that.
performance.
Like,
What the fuck was that?
and you can't tell me Taylor didn't
You know,
cringe.
she was like, uh, like this was making me look bad.
Yes, because I would have been like, Tony, sit down.
Oh my God, I would have like just put my hand in his mouth. Like it was so embarrassing. Like I know you're
Yes.
excited, but this is actually you look like a big ass stupid loser.
Yeah, he
Why
looks like
can't
a douche.
Mahomes never ever looks stupid? His
No,
wife,
just his
on the other
wife.
hand, I can't stand that skink. Did you see her force Post Malone into the
Yes.
Chiefs jacket? Like,
Yeah.
go away.
Thank you.
You could just tell she's a pain in the ass to live with.
I personally am not really here for a lot of the NFL wives. I don't like the and I'm not saying like, hey, to each its own. Some of them have really nice love stories. They've known each other. I will give Mahomes and Brittany this is that they've known each other for a long time. They were
Hmm.
high school sweethearts or
Hmm.
whatever, right? So it's valid, but at the same time, like she's just so extra because along with Taylor, they know people are watching them, so they turn it on. And she acts as though, oh, you can't touch me. You know who I am? It's
Yeah.
like, give me a break.
Like I chill with Taylor. Like her Instagram is like 50% her kids, 25% her husband, and 25% Taylor Swift pictures. It's like get a
Okay.
life.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but did you know Taylor before you started
No,
dating Travis?
bitch.
Did she want anything to
No.
do with you? No.
And you better believe I was this close to the TV to make sure Travis Kelsey's mother was somewhere.
Same
Is she
here.
somewhere? And yes, Travis Kelsey did get that suite for everybody. So it wasn't Taylor paid, it was from him. So yes.
Oh
But
yeah.
I forgot to mention at our last recording, because remember I mentioned that Angel has like a different thought about that whole, I don't know where I'll be sitting.
Hmm.
So we were all, what the fuck? And she was like, his mom was kind of stirring the pot there. Like, really? Like she felt she saw it a different way. And I was like, oh,
Hmm.
maybe. Because
That's
mothers
true.
and mother-in-laws.
Oh,
So
completely. Hmm.
like it's
To
just
me, she was doing reverse psychology.
yeah. Yeah. See, and I felt bad for her. I was like, what? Like she
Hmm.
carted him around everywhere and you do not do that to your mom and blah 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 blah.
Hmm.
So, fine, I will hear
But,
that. But
and I think like when we were talking about it, I think it was valid in the sense like it is his mom, and to me, she shouldn't even have had to say that or even had to like stir the pot to be able
yeah.
to get a effing seat in a suite up there. You know
Very
what I
true.
mean? It
It
should
should
have
just
been
be
a
a given.
given.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Exactly.
I was just like,
No.
because there was even some drama. I don't know exactly what it was between Christian McCaffrey and Olivia Culpo and
Ooh.
his mom.
Mm.
Something about he paid for his mom's suite or something, but she was like, I don't know. Personally, I'm not a big fan of Olivia Culpo. I think too, with her, she's along the same lines as Brittany. And I hope Taylor doesn't get to that
I'm scared.
point, right? But she too, she used to be with Tim Tebow, who I adore.
Hmm.
I just love his heart and soul. I think he's a beautiful person inside and out. And she made a lot of drama with him when they broke up. And apparently she made like a lot of lies too about some things.
Hmm.
He was just not, I don't find her to be a very nice person. I just
Yeah.
think she's all for the glitz and the glam. She's another Pippen. And I
Oof.
can't stand Larsa.
We should
That
just
hoe
broke
bag
up with
needs
her,
to go.
man.
Okay, it's about
After a
damn
year.
time. Mm-hmm.
Bye. Sorry.
Oh, she is pathetic.
Yeah, no. It just like there was just a lot of like aggravating circumstances. But one thing I will give Taylor is she let his mom congratulate her son first. She stood back.
Mm-hmm.
And then
For
I
sure.
was actually kind of surprised by that. And then she got
Mm-hmm.
her little moment in the sun. So that was okay. Actually, that kind of warmed my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And but and Blake Lively front and center. I love Blake
Mm-hmm.
Lively, so it's really hard for me to like be annoyed, but I get annoyed every time I see them together because it's like that whole thing. Remember when Taylor, her era of having the what's that woman that's the head of Vogue? What's her name?
Oh, yeah, what is her name? Shit. The one with the short brown hair.
Yes, remember when Taylor went through that era, that
Mm-hmm.
haircut that pissed
Yes.
me off? It was around that time where she always had to have Selena Gomez right there. And like,
Mm-hmm.
all this, like she has to have her entourage. And then she was
Yes.
peaking on Mariska
Mm-hmm.
Hargitay at the time. And now
Ugh.
it's like you don't even see or hear from them,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like
That's
she's
true.
got to have her now girls with them. And I really hope she doesn't
Mm-hmm.
just dismiss Blake. It's very intense.
It is. When she gets stuck on someone, it's like that's all she cares about. The Lana Del Rey and
Oh,
the Blake Lively right now. And Ice
Barry
Spice
and Ice
apparently.
Spice. No, no, no. She's been dragging Ice Spice around everywhere. Like, oh my God. But like,
Ugh.
how much did I love that Lana Del Rey was wearing Niner gear? That was amazing. I'm shocked
No,
that
for
Taylor
real.
let that happen.
Right?
I was so here for Lady Gaga
Mm.
repping hardcore.
Yes,
Um,
completely.
but like, because people are allowed to like who they like. And I feel like the
Hmm.
Niners were like, I was confused. Why were we the visiting team? If Vegas is like, if we're closer, if we're the West Coast,
I think it's
was it the
I,
coin toss or like,
I don't know.
or
That's
because
a
we
good
won, or
question.
because we won after the Chiefs and made it
Hmm.
to the bowl afterwards? Like I was so confused as to they were like San Francisco, you're the visiting team. How damn how did that come to be?
Yeah, for real. That don't make sense. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Um, San Francisco 49ers have been designed as a, I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask Tony. He
Maybe
would
because,
know.
yeah, if anything, we were both the visiting teams that day because the Raiders are the ones that are there.
Exactly.
So I don't understand why they kept saying that. So I was a little
Hmm.
annoyed. But yeah, I just really I felt the love a lot stronger for the Niners. Did you get that vibe?
Oh, completely.
Yeah, like the booing of the
Completely.
Chiefs. Like I don't like booing.
I hate
I
booing at
know
any
that's part
time.
of sports, but I didn't enjoy that part. I was like, okay, shut up, Like
Oh, so real quick, I just saw it says the away team, meanwhile, calls the coin toss ahead of the start game, which some would argue appears more significant than the color jersey. So I guess it depends on one team gets to pick what color jersey they want, and then the other one gets a coin toss, a coin toss. Um, so there isn't much to correlation between winning and losing. To me, that's still very confusing.
yeah, that is stupid. And also, like, because I noticed that the Chiefs, they were wearing their red, and
Hmm.
hello, we had to wear white. That's
Right.
fine. I do enjoy the white against the gold.
I was gonna say, and honestly, I think they all look great in
Oh
white.
my God.
Yeah.
This Super Bowl was a Super Bowl for the women because
Hmm.
both teams are attractive. Let's just get that
Hmm.
out of the way right
Exactly.
now. Like, what?
Hmm.
Warner? Hi, good morning. How are
Yeah.
you? Congratulations on your baby. He's hot.
Uh-huh. Oh, completely.
Like
But
they're just all attractive. And then
um, mm.
the Usher halftime performance, my mother, the three of us were so loud. And then when Ludacris came on, we lost it. Okay, so like I have many things to say about the Usher halftime performance show. One, it was epic. Two, this has swayed Angel into getting said Usher concert tickets because he's going on tour. So I'm like, yay! See, I told you. Um, Three, I was pissed that he started his performance with My Way. Just that's it though. That's all we got I got unangry because he has so many hits, like, and he
Hmm.
only had 15 minutes. It was the longest Super Bowl performance yet.
Hmm.
You're supposed to get 13. So J-Lo
Right.
was mad. But like, so he didn't do Daddy's Home. I'm a little upset. He didn't do DJ Has Fallen in God. DJ Has Fallen in Love. I always say it something different, but that is one of my favorites. They didn't do Scream. Like that was the perfect song for the Super Bowl. But and they didn't do Lovers and Friends, even though Little John and Ludacris were both there. It was a lost
Hmm.
opportunity. And
Completely.
then people were mad that he didn't do his song with Justin Bieber because Justin Bieber was there, but Justin Bieber's a little introvert. He was probably just trying to like chill in his pajamas, like relax. But how terrible did you feel for Alicia Keys? She opens her beautiful mouth and the first note cracks. And now if you Google it, it's all auto-tuned.
See, and and the thing is like they're live. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter who you are, Celine Dion, Whitney Houston at the time, like you're bound to maybe have a bad note, you
Yeah.
know?
Oh
But
shit.
she has a gorgeous voice regardless, you know? And she's one of the few that could freaking perform without, people being like, ugh, you know?
Yeah.
Like she just, and she could play the piano at the same time. I
Oh,
mean, hello, people can't even pat their head and rub their tummy at the same
no.
time.
No.
So, that little, tweak in the beginning, and I just think it was really just stupid for them to auto tune her. Like, come on.
We all saw it. We all heard it. They
Mm-hmm.
saved it with their sexy little My Boo performance, which, oh my God. It was just, I mean, the man was on roller skates. I mean, I love him. I was very excited that he was selected for halftime. Like he is a
Mm-hmm.
performer. Like that man, and he's gorgeous. So I was just, I literally, I was so happy. Like I wish it didn't end. And the fact that he had Ludacris there, it was just like a whole other level. But what was Jermaine Dupri wearing?
Ugh,
What was that? Was
I
he looked like a leprechaun
he
or like
did.
a Sunday school student back in the
Ugh,
1940s?
you're so funny, but that is so true.
Like
He
what?
did.
Oh my
I
God.
I don't know. I honestly, I must say I was very, very un I didn't enjoy the Usher.
Oh, what
I
didn't
I
you
mean
like
I
about
I
it?
did. I enjoyed him, but I feel like every single performance, whether it be J-Lo, like all the good ones, Janet Jackson, everything, always start off with like this big bang. Like they come out and like shock you. You know what I mean? Like, woo! His was just like, I feel like he started off slow and then it got more and more intense, right? And I just feel like you said, there was some missed opportunities with things. Like
Hmm.
and then the people that came on, like Alicia Keys, it was just weird. Like it was more a collaboration with a whole bunch of people.
Agreed.
There was
I
too many cooks in the
They
kitchen.
wasted too much time with her voice cracking. She was doing If I Ain't Got You. And
Mm-hmm.
then, so why are you wasting that when you could have been doing Daddy's Home? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but I wasn't mad at letting Lil Jon have his moment because that man
Mm-hmm.
can hype up a
Oh,
crowd.
totally. Totally. I agree completely.
Oh
And
my
everybody was
God.
so excited to see Ludacris.
Oh my God. Everyone was like, because he didn't miss
Mm-hmm.
a beat. He came
No.
out ready.
Mm-hmm.
I love him.
Exactly.
And it was like seeing like 2000s Luda. I was like, oh
Mm-hmm.
my God. He had the hair, everything. And people are saying that he saved that performance. Now, I feel like that's taking away from what Usher gave us because
Mm-hmm.
the way he moves, he was doing his gliding footwork on grass.
Oh, completely. And then he came
Like,
out with the roller skates.
uh, and then he took off his shirt for 0.2 seconds. That was a little too
Uh-huh.
short. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why are you in the gym then?
But
Like,
he
we
did
wanted
it.
more, but he knew that he was
Exactly.
expected to do that. We were all
Mm-hmm.
waiting. I'm like, you're still
Exactly.
clothed. It's 7 minutes in. Let's go.
Exactly.
Oh my
No,
God, that was a moment. Jesus Christ.
it
He's so
was.
beautiful. Oh my God. I
But
loved it.
but I do feel like with all these people involved, it kind of like stole his moment in a way, you know? Like I just wish that you can have people that come on and they perform their hits,
Yeah.
for the full time. Like why do we always have to have a supporting, person, you
To hype
know?
it. I feel like, I do agree with you. I wish that, no, he needed to have Ludacris and Lil Jon come out though for that
Oh,
song to end
totally.
it. Like he ended it perfectly.
Mhm.
And it was great to see My Boo, but like
Mhm.
just leave it at that. And like, because
Exactly.
Rihanna, she did that shit
No.
pregnant and by herself with her dancer. So like,
Thank
I feel
you.
like I still think Rihanna's knocked it out of the park more than this one. Um,
Mhm.
but he was amazing still. I
Mhm.
love that they interviewed Rihanna. Like, do you have any tips for him? She's like, tip me, give him tips? No. He should give us tips. He's ready. Like,
Uh-huh.
but people are commenting on the fact that he was sweating so much, making fun. Oh, yeah, because he's working, hose. And
Oh
then
God.
like the volume on their mics were low. at the beginning of the
Mm-hmm.
halftime show. So
Yeah.
you can only imagine like the stress that they must have felt in that moment. Oh my
Oh yeah.
God.
Oh, for sure. I mean, and that's like the worst thing that could happen is when you're having issues with sound. Look at Adele. I mean, for the
Ugh.
Grammy, remember that time she got so pissed because the second year around, because it's, people don't realize and people think it's them. Or
Yes.
there's nothing worse. Like even when we're recording now and say like
Yeah.
our hearing, our headphones aren't cooperating, like it
Yes.
messes with how you perform,
Exactly.
you
No,
know?
exactly. Like this is why there's rehearsal. Why wasn't that worked out?
Exactly. Real quick, just to clarify, because this was getting on my nerves, I had to find this out, and I believe this is true. So the reason why the Niners are considered like the away, what was it? A
Away
visiting
team,
or
a visiting
okay,
team. Yeah.
is because KC and the Raiders are part of the AFC. So San Francisco is part of the NFC,
I think so.
NFL, NFC. Is it
And
AFC,
because
NFC?
everyone's a part of the NFL.
Correct. So it's the
Okay.
NFC, I believe.
Okay.
So that's why they're considered an away team,
Oh,
is because they're
gross. Shut
not a part of
up.
the same, whatever,
We're a part of the
division.
same coast.
Hmm. Exactly. I don't know. That's why it's so confusing. So they're part of the NFC, so they're entering AFC territory, being that it's Raiders, Raider Nation,
Oh
they're,
God. Okay.
all that stuff.
Next. That's annoying. I don't agree with it. Really quickly,
Mhm.
what was your favorite commercial?
Oh, you know what? I'd have to say it would be actually the Dunkin' Donuts one. I
Great
thought that was so
answer.
funny.
Her little face. First of
Uh-huh.
all, I love that Ben was like, uh-huh. Like you guys want to make fun of me and say that I'm miserable all the time. And you want to say
Exactly.
that my best friend hates my wife. Okay.
Hmm.
Little Matt Damon, like doing, and he's like, "Ugh, why am I here?" And then
Uh-huh.
Tom Brady, who's everywhere, like my mom can't
Completely.
stand him. And it's so funny. But he's fine. Like I
Hmm.
think he earned his accolades. Like he
Yeah.
deserves it.
He's
So,
a
but like
button.
I think it's just so fun. And then JLo's like, we talked about this. Like her little worried face. Like it was my favorite commercial. It was so well done. And then but neck and neck with Beyonce and just going ahead and just being like, drop the new
Hmm.
music. And oh
Right?
my God. Like I was like, oh, what? Too many emotions. I was just like, this
Hmm.
is too much. So I
Yeah.
agree. Duncan and
Yeah.
Beyonce for me. Oh my God.
Yeah. No, completely. For me, the Duncan, it was nice to see Ben in that light because
Yeah.
lately we've only been seeing negative things about him as far as being like bah humbug all the time. So it's fun to see him in this goofy little,
With
clip.
his
So
Boston accent coming out. Shut up. I
completely.
was aroused. I was like, God, you're
Right?
hot.
And
Yeah,
I'm always here to see him and Matt
me
together,
too.
you
How
know?
cute are they?
They're adorable.
Oh my God. Like it's just the
Yeah.
most pure thing on earth. So yeah, those were really great highlights
Yeah.
for the Super Bowl and the performance. What did you think of Reba McEntire?
You know what? The girlfriend looks good. I
That
will
I said
say she has not aged.
I said the same thing during. I was like, girlfriend look good.
Right? Oh my God. That's the first thing that I said. I was like, dang, Reba, shoot, what are you eating? What's going on
Her
here?
skin looks
Because
it's called divorcing a toxic man is what
thank
that
you. Exactly. No, she
she
looked amazing.
she
And
looks
she's just,
amazing.
I don't know, she just carries herself so well. I love her. But you know what? Real quick, who I loved was, I loved her.
Oh my God. Doesn't Northwest look like her?
She does. That's crazy. Even though I don't like little girl.
I don't either.
But
Ooh.
I just adore her, her so much. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, the way she came out with
Oh,
that
with just
guitar.
confidence and like
Yes.
badassery. But
Hmm.
I love that it wasn't her first time. Like she posted a little
Yes.
throwback in a Niner jersey. So you
Right?
know who she supports.
Oh,
Um,
completely.
it was a nice little, I'm glad Usher included her. So like that was
Yeah.
very organized because she wasn't singing or it was like
Hmm.
she was adding to it. So that was cool.
Completely. No, all in all, it was a good Super Bowl. It was sad, but you know what? There's a lot of things too, a lot of indiscrepancies that were, like I told Tony, I said, you know what? It was a good game. It wasn't like they had like 5 to 32. They freaking, oh, they fought until the very end. And literally it was until like 2 or 3 seconds.
Uh-huh.
And that's when everything
Oh
changed.
my God.
So, and those rules about the freaking overtime,
Because
I
they've
don't know what's up with
changed.
that. Yeah, because Tony and I were like, Tony goes, I didn't even know what this was.
No, and they admitted it. Like while they were going into it, they were like, the rules have changed. And I'm like, when did they change it? Then Angel was reading up on them and was like, what? So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was a little something.
Yeah, because honestly,
Um,
if the field goal wasn't blocked, the Niners would have won. If the overtime rules were the same, the Niners would have won because they were ahead in overtime. They were the ones to first score. So, I just feel it makes you wonder when you think of things and you see some of these clips, makes you wonder about how things are rigged and if
uh,
that is true, you know?
exactly. And then Mahomes was named the MVP, right?
Yeah, he
As he
was.
should, as he
As he
should.
should. And then all of a sudden, Travis Kelsey took the mic and just started being a bonehead.
Bye. Good. I need a little break. I haven't even listened to Taylor music. I like to get ready and I tell Alexa to shuffle some Tay-Tays to get excited and ready for the
Uh-huh.
day. It's like my
Mm-hmm.
affirmations, but need a break.
Yeah. Yeah. Same here. I don't know.
But it's so much, you guys.
It
We just
is.
wanted to touch on it just a little bit.
Yes.
What were some of your highlights? Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I can't, I'm sure we'll
Yeah.
think of more things, but
Oh, I'm
yeah,
sure. We'll see what else comes out the next time we show up. But anyways, this was a good one. It was nice recapping everything with you, Steph, because it was it was a buttload of stuff.
it was too much and we
Yeah.
had to rehash it and a phone call wasn't enough. So we thought we'd do it
Okay.
here, you guys. And don't forget
Yes.
to tune in on Friday with Fridays with me. Fridays with me. Every day is Fridays with me. That was the
Wow.
remix. Okay. All right, Neen.
I love it. Thank you.
Ugh. Oh. Hey, let's stare at each other. All right,
I
guys.
know.
This
Oh
has been
man.
real.
It
It's been Super
has.
Bowl real. And
You got
we're
it.
gonna catch you on that flip side, guys.
Oh yeah. Peace out, buddies. Go Niners.
Go Niners forever.